Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tech Bytes, brought to you by MASSP. My name is Ryan Casey, and today I want to show you a really cool resource called Canva. That's C-A-N-V-A. And Canva is basically an online publication design resource. So for example, if you are usually making posters or flyers, pamphlets, programs, those sort of things, and maybe you've been using Microsoft Word or Microsoft Publisher to do that, Canva is a really sleek and modern resource to kind of up the design game, if you will, of those items. It's considered a freemium resource, meaning that many of the cool design elements you want to use are free, but if you want some more of those premium features, those are things that you can pay a monthly subscription for to get all of the different features of the resource. But again, using the free version, you could do a lot of cool stuff with that. So we're going to head over to canva.com and check it out. So we are at canva.com right now, and I already created my free account and I'm signed in. This will allow me to pull up previous designs that I've made if I want to refer to a previous flyer or poster or something like that. But you can see right off the bat that you can get started by creating any sort of design, and they have a ton of different things from presentations to flyers to banners. You can see I can recall previous designs of mine that I might want to pull up. And then they also have a really big selection of items related to social media. So if you manage your school's Twitter or Instagram, Facebook account, they have a ton of really cool designs related to those items as well. So you can browse through all these different categories. If you're looking for something specific you don't see, you can even search for it. So in this case, maybe I have to make a menu, right? So I type that in and look at all of these different menus I can choose from. And again, these, in my opinion, look way better than anything you'll find in Word or Publisher. So I'm going to go back to my home screen here. If I click on Create a Design over here on the left-hand side, it's going to ask me, am I making something that's like a custom size, or it'll suggest different things from t-shirts and flyers, and again, all these different categories, ton of different stuff. So in this case, I'm just going to go with, let's say poster. I need to make a poster for an event at the school coming up, which is probably something you are tasked with doing. So we'll click that, and now it's going to take us to the design area where we can get started by choosing backgrounds, colors, fonts, and different design elements. Okay, so now that the Design Center has loaded, you can see I'm starting off with a blank canvas here, but I can choose from a bunch of templates over here on the left-hand side. And on the left-hand side, by the way, is kind of the area that has the menus for all the different items that you're going to be able to add if you want to your publication. So right now I'm in templates. They have different photos you can upload, different design elements in regards to illustrations, icons, kind of clip art type items. Different types of text and headings. Since some of these publications can either be printed or they can be shared online, meaning they can be digital, you can actually add different videos to your online design items. There are different backgrounds and patterns. And then you can even actually upload your own images if you want as well, or in that case, like your school logo, for example. So again, I'm on templates. I have a blank canvas right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to maybe this talent show. So I need to make a folder for this special event we're having at the high school for a talent show. I just click on the item and it is added to my canvas. One thing to point out on all of these different elements that you can choose on the left-hand side here, you'll notice as you hover over them, some of them say free. So those are the ones that you can use under the free account. If it doesn't say free, you can still use it, but you might have to pay $1 or $2 to actually download or print your poster or your item off when you're done. So if you don't want to subscribe to that monthly or yearly premium service, you can still use some of those premium items, but you might, like I said, you might have to pay $1 or something to use it. So I clicked on this template right here. Something to point out that as you kind of click on different objects, notice that all of them can be rearranged, resized, change the colors, change the spacing. You can delete certain portions. You can drag and move them around. It's all kind of drag and drop, if you will. You'll have this menu bar up here, this toolbar that will pop up depending on what you're clicked on, and it'll give you different options just like you're used to seeing in Microsoft Word, Publisher, even Photoshop, if you will. So everything that you see here, we can change, and that's what we're going to do next in the next couple minutes, is just kind of rearrange some of these items, show you the different menu bars on the left, and then how to actually download this and share it out. Okay, so I'm going to make just a couple of changes real quick to this document just to show you again how easy it is. So for example, I don't really need this text box right here. I'm going to hit delete. Resize or space some of this out just a little bit. And I'm going to go over to the left-hand side now. And again, so photos, so literally millions of photos here. You can upload your own photo if there's something that you specifically found already on Google or something that was free. You would go to the upload section. But you can look for here. So I'm going to say something regarding sing or singing. And again, you'll see which ones are free versus which ones have the little $sign next to them. So this one's free, so I'm going to add this. Again, really simple to drag, resize, move around. We'll plop that right there. Next, I'm going to take a look at some of the different design elements that are available. So again, these are going to be icons, lines, illustrations, kind of more clip art type of items. And if there's, again, you can search for this as well. So I'm going to say music note. I'm going to add this one. In fact, I'm going to add 2 of them. And again, at any time, I can click on one of these. I can delete. Notice that you do have some options up here to do things like flip items around, change the colors of these items if you want, right? If you don't like that color scheme. So again, just click on an object and see what the options are. There are different types of text styles. You can see the different pre-made fonts and stuff that you can click on and add. I already like the font that I have here, or at least the words that I have. If I wanted to change the font, I would simply highlight the text. Again, go to my menu bar, and you can see all the different types of fonts that are available. Just click on it and it'll swap it around. Not a large difference on the one I chose there. Again, I'm going to keep moving down. This one I am not going to add a video because I'm going to assume that I would be printing this off to post around the school. But if I wanted to make this a digital one that I'm posting on Facebook or Twitter, I could add some sort of video and make this a really dynamic design item. If you go down to more on the left hand side, you can actually add animated GIFs from the Giphy website, or you could add YouTube videos. So that's really cool too. So you can find videos if there's a specific one. Maybe you have an example from last year's event that's a video that you want to add. If you ever want to explain how people can get to the school, you can embed a Google map. So really cool interactive design items that you can add to your poster in this case. There are different backgrounds, for example, that you add. So maybe I don't really like this Saved by the Bell look that I have going on right now. I can click on one of these. I'll do this blue background here. Actually, this one. Again, automatically swaps out that background. Maybe I decide, I don't know if I really like this. Notice right up here, here's the undo, the backwards arrow sign. So I can hit undo and it'll take me back to that version. All right, so you click around until there's one that you like. These are all pretty awful. All right, I'm going back to what I had. So again, I'm gonna hit the back button until I get back. And again, we already talked about upload. So you're gonna probably want your school logo on most of these design items that you have. So you can add your logo there. If this is going to be a really long document, notice that you do have an option where you can add a new page, and you can maybe make like a newsletter. If your principal does a newsletter, Again, a lot of different options here by just kind of going through these different menu items on the left-hand side, finding different items that fit the look or design of your publication, and then all we have left to do is download or share out. Okay, so let's say that our poster is all set. I'm ready to share it out, print it, whatnot. I just want to show you a couple different options that you have up in the top right corner. So number one is you can name your file. So if you want to refer to it later, so you would type it in there. This way you can easily recall it in that My Design section when you're back on the dashboard. You can actually share these items out with other people, and you can collaborate with others as well. So if you want, you can type in the email address of another user who has an account, and you can both work on this. You can, maybe you want to get their approval. Hey, does this look good? Or you're designing it with another colleague at work. But when you're ready to actually print it, download it, share it out, you can go to this these last two buttons right here. If you just want to simply download this and you're going to print it yourself, you would then go to download. It's going to ask you what file type. Do you want to download as an image, or most commonly you're going to use this PDF version right here. Okay, so you would choose that, and then I would hit download. It's going to say it's preparing my design, and it's going to go through, and it's going to go ahead and download that for me to my computer. If you want to share this out, share a link, you can click on that, and it's going to say anyone with the link can view this design. So now you can take that link, you can put it on Facebook, Twitter. If that one's going to be online, those versions can have some of those cool interactive design elements like a YouTube video, an animated GIF or GIF, a Google map embedded on it. And so that is how you would share it out. So again, this drop down right here is going to show you where you can go to download and eventually print, as well as to share this link out so people can see it online as well. Okay, and that is how you use Canva and Canva.com to create some really slick presentations and posters, flyers, design elements. It's really easy to use, as you can see. You just kind of pick out your different options. You kind of drag and drop and click on those different items, and you get a really cool looking stuff that's, in my opinion, much more modern than doing things that maybe are outdated with old clip art in Microsoft Word or Microsoft Publisher. I do want to point out one thing. If you decide you do want the premium features and you're going to be using this as a team in your school, one of the really cool things about it is they have what's called this brand kit. So you can have certain logos that are approved that you want to make sure every publication it has. If you want to make sure you're staying within a certain color scheme, you're going to use certain fonts. You can kind of set up templates that'll have all those items on there. Again, that is part of the premium feature. But it does help, especially if you're a larger school and you have multiple people that are going to be designing elements. It kind of creates a common theme or look or uniform look and design to all your items. But that is Canva.com. They have different hints on how to design things and what's called Design School on here as well. But really slick system. You can see there's different courses you can look at and take regarding to how to design. But really simple, really easy to use. So check it out and try and design your next poster or flyer in there and see if it'll hopefully replace some of those maybe more outdated methods you've been using. So that's our edition of Tech Bytes this time. Again, my name is Ryan Casey. Thanks for watching and have a great day.